And then got when I was talking to Swiss, I was like, and yeah, I do it, but really the motherfucker that really would be the one, it ain't gonna happen. But if Gucci, Young and Gucci, that the one. And then he hit me back. He was like, Tip, don't even trip. I think we gonna get Gucci to do it. I said, well, you don't need me then. But that's the one.
Hold up,
you know what I mean?
But didn't Jeezy and Gucci already?
No, they were before it happened.
Oh, okay, before it happened.
Before it happened, they were talking to me.
Okay. But I'm saying, so right now.
And then I called my man. I said who I wanted.
You want Weezy?
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke though.
Oh, Lord.
I called my man. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now. So now here we trying to think about other people who would do it. You know what I'm saying? We mentioned Wayne, and Wayne wouldn't be bad. I respect Wayne. I'm a Hot Boy fan.
Yes, sir.
I feel like that would make it move. Yeah.
Tip said he want 50.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
So let me ask you a question. So it's 20 songs.
Yeah.
It's 20 songs. So let me ask you a question. So if all your songs there can be something that you were featured on?
I mean, I believe it could be anything that you had something to do with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But I ain't tripping. You can.
Hold on. You finished the album already?
I could be finished, but it ain't finished till it's out.
What? Hold on.
Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got.
Stay on your pivot at all times. Man, I had to tap in real quick, and yeah, we're back outside with it. H-Town streets once again, moving around, getting my motion right through the day. I couldn't sit in the house today. The weather was way too nice for that. I had to step out and enjoy it, hit a couple spots, just left grabbing something to eat at Gracie's. First time trying them, but I kept seeing it pop up, so I pulled up low-key and figured I'd check it out while giving y'all the latest on all this madness. Because 50 Cent has officially responded to T.I. The clip has been making its rounds. I dropped the full link in the description so you can watch it yourself. This all came from that live show with Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco. The Verzuz conversation came up. Tip brought up 50 Cent, and he's done this before. As soon as I saw it, I already knew what 50 was about to do. He reposted the Crime Stoppers clip and said, I know Atlanta picks and chooses who they support, but y'all gotta do better, LOL. Keep my name out your mouth, Brandon Cognac. Now, one thing you gotta understand about 50, he knows whether or not someone can really stand on the field with him musically. And he also knows he's not jumping back in the booth like that. People are still asking what a Fab response is. When it comes to hopping back in the studio, that ship has sailed. If you really listen to how 50 talks, he lives by the 48 laws of power. He's fully locked in with that mindset, extra committed. He's not getting into situations where it's like, hey bro, let's go back and forth. Nah, he'd rather shut it down before it even gets there. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you think it's the right move or not, I already knew he was gonna pull the Crime Stoppers angle. He does this every few years. And with Tip saying, I'm just telling y'all about the new Tip, he knew the comments were gonna go crazy. Controversy is the fuel. Confusion, chaos, conflict, confrontation, all of it keeps the conversation alive and the algorithm spinning. Then we added a little crashing out to the mix, and we added 2 more C's to it. Curtis is consistent. This is his playbook. This is the move every single time. He's not getting in the booth. He's not rapping. Now, when he said Atlanta picks and chooses, people took that personally because we've seen other situations in Atlanta lately. Who gets a pass, who doesn't, but I don't even think that was an Atlanta streets comment. Atlanta has plenty of solid dudes who stood tall and held it down, and 50 knows that. He's really talking about the rap game, not the actual streets, because picking and choosing happens everywhere in the streets. That part just doesn't play out online. In rap though, it's about who the fans rock with, who they're loyal to, who's got the biggest fan base. If somebody does something questionable from a street perspective, but the fans love them enough, they get a pass. People act like they didn't see it. They play dumb to it. But if they don't like you like that, if you're not one of the chosen ones, they're ready to see you gone. We've watched careers get ended, and we watched others thrive after similar situations. That's just the game. There's nothing you can do about it. The people decide who they support, but the truth still needs to be said. Now, when it comes to 50 Cent versus T.I. in a Verzuz, y'all tell me who you think takes it. I genuinely want your honest opinions. And I'll say this, it's 20 songs. Performance matters more than anything, because I could say Tip would win, just hypothetically, but when you really break it down, 50 can run 15 records off his first album alone. I went to the Get Rich or Die Trying tour a few years back, and the impact was crazy. Seeing kids there who weren't even born when 50 was at his peak, white families, parents bringing their kids, good seats too. They were sitting right in front of us, and those kids knew every word. That's when it really hit me. That's legacy. The crowd control, the timing, the presence, and the overall impact. So it's like, yeah, 50 puts on an incredible show, but you can never downplay T.I.'s catalog. You gotta really think about his records, not just the obvious major hits, but even joints like ASAP, even the deep cuts, the features, all of that. Tip got bangers, he got hits, and that's exactly why it would be a crazy versus. I honestly couldn't even call a winner. That battle would come down strictly to execution, timing.
Who performs their records better live? Who controls the crowd? Who really takes people back to those moments? And you gotta factor this in too. Tip has a new album on the way. If 50 agreed to do it, trust me, 50 knows the playbook. He's coming out heavy on nostalgia, old school joints, probably the Gucci bulletproof vest, the do-rag, that whole energy, moving exactly how he moves, dropping records like Wankster and setting the tone early. And I'm not gonna lie, 50's music does hit a little differently, because when he came out, he controlled the entire game. But let's not rewrite history. T.I. went up too. Tip had a crazy run. Now, where it gets interesting is when you talk about longevity, musically and catalog-wise. I honestly feel like T.I. had more sustained bodies of work over time than 50. Because yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying was legendary, The Massacre was strong too, and even the Get Rich soundtrack was basically another hit album. 50 definitely had moments after that, no question, but Tip kept putting out full projects consistently, and that matters. So when people start asking questions like who had the better rap career, 50 or Jay, Tony Yayo is always gonna ride with 50. That's his guy, that's his brother, that's family. But if we're strictly talking catalogs, Jay-Z clears 50 on that side of the game. And that's me speaking as a fan, as someone who bumped G-Unit heavily, had all the G-Unit projects, played all that music non-stop. Jay just kept dropping bodies of work while 50 eventually shifted into a different lane, chillin', not really pressing music like that anymore. Jay stayed active throughout his entire career, kept building, kept adding to the catalog. But y'all tell me what you think. We've got more coming, and you already know what time 50 is. All gas, stay on your pivot.